But how did you get started in politics? How'd you end up on the Hill? And then let's talk a little bit about what you're doing now.
Great. Well, again, Chris and Sean, good morning to you. I am glad to be with you and your listeners and excited to be part of Light Beer, Dark Money. I got started because of my faith.
Mm.
So, my dad is Jewish, was raised Jewish in Long Island. My mom was raised Presbyterian and Unitarian. They met in the 60s and partook of the subculture that was the hippiedom. And so when I came along, there wasn't any particular religious training or upbringing, but I had the opportunity as a teenager in high school to go to the Holy Land, to go
Mm.
to Israel as the birthplace of both sides of my heritage, Christian and Jewish. And when I came back, I said, I guess there's a God. I want to find out about God. But I didn't think I was going to do that in the white clappered church across the street where I grew up in upstate New York. So I turned to the Bible and I started reading in Genesis, and I finished about a year and a half later with Revelation. And by reading scripture directly, I saw what was on God's heart. And those who are poor, vulnerable, oppressed, widows, and orphans have a special place in scripture and in God's kingdom. And so that was and is the foundation of why I got involved in wanting to end hunger,
Mm.
responding to Jesus's call for I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. And that, coupled with my interest in politics, had me working with a member of Congress who also believed in God and wanted to put his faith into action by caring for those who were hungry and poor in our country and around the world. And that's been my career, both in government and out of government, but finding ways of serving those who struggle to put food on the table. And that has me doing what I'm doing now, helping to lead a faith-based nonprofit called Growing Hope Globally, which works with farmers and their congregations and communities here in the United States to support farmers and their communities overseas.
That's awesome.